Listen up. We're about to dive into a dish that's been misunderstood, mocked, and frankly abused for generations. We're talking about meatloaf. Yes, meatloaf. The humble classic that's been a staple on dinner tables for decades yet rarely gets the respect it deserves. Not your grandmother's dry brick, but a true masterpiece when done right. When you nail it, meatloaf is juicy, flavorful, and deeply satisfying. Nothing like the bland, gray slabs you might remember from school lunches. It's hearty, honest, and when nailed, absolutely stunning. The kind of meal that makes you want seconds before you've finished your first bite. Forget the bland cafeteria slabs, we're reclaiming its glory. We're taking meatloaf back to its roots, but giving it the respect and attention it's always deserved. We'll use fresh ingredients and treat them with respect, turning humble ground meat into a champion. Every element matters, from the vegetables you chop to the blend of meats you choose. Why? Because cooking is about passion, precision, and a bit of love. It's about taking the time to coax out flavor, to build something greater than the sum of its parts. Simple ingredients handled right can be extraordinary. You don't need a shopping list as long as your arm, just care, attention, and a willingness to do things properly. This isn't about fancy gadgets, it's about fundamentals. A bowl, a pan, your hands, and a little patience are all you need to create something unforgettable. Follow my blueprint, and you'll make a meatloaf so good, it'll set the new standard. You'll be the one people call for the recipe. Every step has a reason. Mix of meats, sautéed veg, the glaze. Don't skip or rush. Each detail is there to build flavor and texture, to make every bite memorable. Open your mind, absorb the knowledge. This is more than a recipe, it's a lesson in how to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Your journey to meatloaf mastery starts now. Don't let me down, bring your best, and you'll be amazed at what you can create. Ready? Let's get to it. Roll up your sleeves, sharpen your knives, and let's make something unforgettable together. This is the dish that says home louder than anything else. It's comfort, tradition, and a little bit of magic, all on one plate. You can't cook without ingredients. It's as simple as that. Before you even think about turning on the oven, you need to get your act together and gather everything you'll need. Cooking isn't just about throwing things in a pan and hoping for the best. It's about preparation, precision, and respect for the process. Get everything ready, every last ingredient, every tool, every bowl. This is called mise en place, and it's the secret weapon of every great chef. When you're organized, you cook with confidence and speed. For the meatloaf, everything in its place, nothing missing, nothing forgotten. For this classic dish, you need to start with the right meats. 1 pound of ground beef, ideally 80/20ths for the perfect balance of flavor and juiciness. Don't skimp on quality, ask your butcher for freshly ground beef if you can. Then, ½ a pound each of ground pork and ground veal. This trio of meats is what gives your meatloaf its signature richness and depth. If you only use beef, you're missing out on layers of flavor and tenderness. Next, the aromatics. These aren't just filler, they're the backbone of your meatloaf's flavor. 1 large yellow onion, 2 carrots, and 2 celery stalks, all finely chopped. 4 cloves of garlic, minced. Take your time with this step, chop everything evenly so it cooks properly and blends into the meat. Now, the binder. This is what holds your meatloaf together and keeps it moist. You'll need 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, ½ a cup of whole milk, 2 eggs, and a ¼ cup of chopped fresh parsley. Don't use stale breadcrumbs or dried parsley. Freshness makes a difference. For seasoning, measure out 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. These are the flavors that will wake up your taste buds. And don't forget the glaze. 1 cup of ketchup, a ¼ cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. This sweet and tangy topping is what sets a great meatloaf apart from a bland one. No substitutions, quality matters. Use fresh ingredients, grate your own veg, and get good meat. The effort pays off in every bite. When you use the best ingredients, you get a meatloaf that's juicy, flavorful, and unforgettable. Every mouthful is a reward for your hard work and attention to detail. Don't use sad, cheap ingredients, or you'll get a sad, cheap meatloaf. If you cut corners here, you'll taste it, and so will everyone else at the table. Go to a proper butcher if you can. Ask questions, get the best cuts, and don't be afraid to spend a little extra for quality. Chop everything yourself, don't buy pre-chopped vegetables or pre-ground meat. The difference is night and day. Check your shopping list twice. Make sure you have every single ingredient before you start. There's nothing worse than realizing you're missing something halfway through. Don't start until you have it all. If you're missing even one thing, your meatloaf won't be the same. Preparation is everything. This is the foundation of greatness. Respect the process, respect your ingredients, and you'll make a meatloaf that's truly worth eating, understood? Good. Let's move on. Ingredients ready? Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius. Don't skip this. An unheated oven ruins meatloaf. While it heats, put a large skillet over medium heat, add a tablespoon of olive oil. Add onion, carrots, and celery, your mirepoix. Sweat them gently until soft and fragrant, about 8-10 minutes. Add garlic and thyme, cook 1 more minute, don't burn the garlic. Take off the heat, transfer to a large bowl, and let cool completely. Hot veg will scramble your eggs, patience. Meanwhile, in a small bowl, mix panko and milk. Let it sit to form a panade. This keeps your meatloaf moist. These steps make the difference between good and great. No shortcuts. Prep done right is half the battle. Trust the process. Ready for the next step? Let's keep moving. Don't get lazy now. Veg cooled, panade ready, oven hot, time to mix. In your bowl, add ground beef, pork, veal, eggs, parsley, salt, pepper, Worcestershire, and the panade. Get your hands in there. Gently mix until just combined. Don't overwork it or you'll get a dense, rubbery loaf. Use your fingertips, fold everything together lightly, stop as soon as it's uniform, don't mash or squeeze. Overmixing is the enemy of tenderness. Think soufflé, not cement. Respect the texture. Once mixed, step away. This is the heart of your dish. Smell that? That's flavor already. You've done the hard part. Now shaping is next. Don't lose focus. Every detail matters. You're almost there. Stay sharp. Let's shape this masterpiece. Ready? Let's go. Time to shape your loaf. Use a loaf pan for ease or go freeform on a parchment-lined baking sheet for more crust. Freeform gives you more caramelized edges, my pick. Gently shape into a uniform loaf, don't compact it. Now, the glaze, whisk ketchup, brown sugar, vinegar, and Dijon until smooth. Spread half the glaze over the loaf, save the rest for later. This two-step glaze gives a deep caramelized crust. Don't drown it, just coat evenly. Your loaf is ready for the oven. It should look stunning already. This is the final prep. Let's bake. Carefully place your meatloaf on the center rack of your fully preheated oven. This is where the magic begins. The heat will transform your carefully mixed ingredients into a savory, mouth-watering masterpiece. Make sure the loaf is centered so it cooks evenly on all sides, and double-check that your oven is at the right temperature before closing the door. Bake for 40 minutes. Resist the urge to peek or open the oven door. Let the heat do its work undisturbed. This is a crucial stage where the flavors meld and the loaf begins to set. Trust the process and let the aroma slowly fill your kitchen as anticipation builds. While you wait, take a few minutes to tidy up your kitchen. Wipe down the counters, wash any mixing bowls or utensils, and get your serving platter ready. A clean workspace makes the final steps even more enjoyable. After 40 minutes, carefully pull out the meatloaf. Now it's time for the finishing touch. Brush on the rest of your glaze. Be generous and make sure to cover every inch, letting the sweet and tangy sauce seep into every crevice. This is what gives your meatloaf that irresistible, caramelized finish. Slide the loaf back into the oven for another 15 to 25 minutes. This final bake will set the glaze and finish cooking the meatloaf all the way through, locking in moisture and flavor. The total baking time will be between 55 and 65 minutes, but remember, every oven is a little different. Don't just rely on the clock. Use your senses and your tools to make sure it's perfect. The most reliable way to check doneness is with a meat thermometer. Insert it into the thickest part of the loaf. When it reads 160 degrees Fahrenheit, your meatloaf is fully cooked and safe to eat. That's your signal. It's done. The loaf should look juicy, with a glossy, caramelized glaze on top. The aroma will be absolutely irresistible. Take a moment to admire your work. The caramelized glaze should be bubbling, and the scent will fill your kitchen with warmth and comfort. This is the reward for your patience. But don't slice into it just yet. Let your meatloaf rest for at least 10 minutes. This crucial step allows the juices to redistribute, keeping every bite moist and flavorful. If you cut too soon, all those delicious juices will run out, leaving your loaf dry. Patience is key here. Give it time, and you'll be rewarded. Now you're in the home stretch. Gather your sides, set the table, and get ready to serve up a meal that's sure to impress. You're almost ready to serve. Don't rush greatness. Let it rest, savor the moment, and get ready to plate up a dish you can truly be proud of. Rested? Time to serve. Transfer to a cutting board. Use a serrated knife for thick, hearty slices. Arrange on a platter. Make it look as good as it tastes. Serve with creamy mashed potatoes, non-negotiable. Add a green veg for contrast. Green beans or asparagus. Want extra comfort? Mac and cheese on the side. Leftovers? If you're lucky, cold meatloaf sandwiches are legendary. Thick bread, mayo, cheddar, maybe lettuce. Perfection. Or crumble leftovers into pasta sauce. Endless possibilities. You've made a stunning classic meal. Watch your family's faces, pure joy. That's your reward. Well done. You made it. Meatloaf mastery achieved. Be proud. You've created something wonderful. Don't just admire it, share it. Call friends, gather family. Let them taste real meatloaf. Spread the word, inspire others to cook. Remember, fresh ingredients, mirepoix, gentle mixing, resting, these are keys to great cooking. Keep practicing, keep learning. The kitchen is your playground. This is just the beginning. More recipes and challenges await. For now, enjoy the fruits of your labor. You've earned it. Go feed someone. Now get out of my kitchen.